Okay, my name is Markus Engelberger, and in Austria I work in the field of training and education, also coaching and organizational development. And so I'm always looking for new methods that I can use that I can take for my own use and that are also facilitating processes so I can do good work for my customers, something like that. And I ever since have been interested in drawing little things, in just taking some notes and sketches, and like you can sum it all up under the main missing the word, the main word of doodling, something like that. Yeah. I've been drawing ever since, and I think it's a very natural thing to do. It's one of the oldest techniques of communication of mankind. So it's even as old as the first alphabet. And yeah, it's a way to capture communication and to capture meanings very quickly and very torn down to its core, so that anyone could read it anytime and understand what the author or the drawer was thinking about or wanted to say. First of all, I think connecting with the other participants was one main point. It like opened up my mind, broadened my mind, gave me new ideas, gave me inspiration. So just being in this group and exchanging thoughts with each other was one of the most helpful things. Secondly, of course, there was a lot of input that I take home. Again, it's the very simple things like the drawing ABC, if you wanted to call it that. And I've been quite assured about the topic or about this belief that anyone can draw. I experienced that, and yeah, so I go home very confident, or more confidentially that I came here. No, confidentially. I go home with a load of confidence to use the new techniques and to use drawings even more in my work. So I've done it before, but maybe in a different way, or maybe not at this extent. I'm trying to use it right now, or I will use. And the third thing was, I guess, the experiences from many different people who are already working in this field, like Katie from the expert meeting, and also you three as our trainers. I think I learned a lot from you, and it also encouraged me to just try it out, move on, develop the ideas, and go further, push it for myself, and stay onto the topic. And also it's very interesting because I guess it's kind of a new topic, so that's something worth investing time into it and just pushing it and becoming a little expert in this field. It's very promising, or it sounds promising for me at this moment. When I was applying for this course, no. On my way here, no. During the first days, no. But now I really think about it. So I really think about integrating the idea or the techniques of visual facilitation into my work and maybe become something like a visual facilitator. But it's not clear for me now which level or which point I should reach to like call myself a visual facilitator, but I'm surely gonna use it. So. I think it's a lot about reflection. So you're catching some words, or you supervise like a process going on, and you try to get the essence out of it. So this is for me the first step. The second step is, yeah, of course, drawing techniques, but that's not a lot. So I think really anyone could do this or could manage to do this. Of course, you have to practice it, like playing an instrument and other stuff in life. It's always the same. If you practice it, you get better and better and improve yourself. The third thing could be being confident about yourself, because I think it's not a thing for anyone. So the first barrier is stepping out in front of a group and just guiding through the process and talking to people, and also expose yourself. And the next level of exposure is like do little drawings and creating stuff, because it's also a very personal thing. And some people might avoid it because they think the audience is judging them. So it's also about self-confidence a little bit. What else do you need? I think just your creativity and the possibility of really using it. So that's all you need. It might be a garden or a bunch of flowers, very colorful one, very big one, and us as participants and also you as trainers standing around and just adding new flowers to the bouquet or picking out little nice flowers. So I think we've been offered a lot, and everyone will take home what he or she really can use or can make use of. And overall it was like an overwhelming big bunch of flowers that have been presented, and it's also too heavy to take it all. So it was really a lot of input and very colorful and inspiring. I think visualizing and drawing and doodling is, like I said before, is one of the very basic parts or basic techniques of learning, and pupils do it anyway. So there are different types of learning, and it's not only about listening, and it's also not only about drawing, and it's not only about experiencing things, but it's about a good mixture of it all. And I think visualizing would add up very, very fine with the other techniques. And the process of learning and visualizing has, I think, more points why it is interesting or why it should be taken into consideration. Because on one hand, it underlines the learnings, it underlines the process, and there are the words, there are like the theories behind it, and then you actually can see it or can make yourself a bigger picture about what's going on. And also in like kinds of developing processes or team building processes, and this is also important at school, I guess. If you visualize the process, it also gives like a base for reflection, where people involved can see what is going on, or they have the possibility to say, I see it this way, or I agree to that, or I disagree, and why do I disagree? So it's like visualizing things facilitates also the possibility to talk about it and to get into discussion about it. And maybe there are many, many more things of which I will think in the future, but for now, this would be my main arguments for it. Yeah. I will share it with colleagues in my university who are also trainers, coaches, and so on. I think it will, or it could enrich their work too. I will share it with colleagues at my former youth club in order to enable them to do like nicer flip charts and nicer posters, and they're working a lot with children and youth, so this could be very helpful. And then again, I'll just use it on my own or with colleagues in different kind of projects. That's what I'm going to do now. I'm also thinking about creating books, but this is a very vast, far away vision. And I'm thinking about visualizing different models that are used in coaching and organizational development, and that are not have not been visualized so far. So that's what I'm gonna do.